What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the CR250 again. As always, if you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you would. It'll let you know when I put up new videos on this. So if you like this stuff, I appreciate if you shared it, sent it to your buddies, whatever, give it a thumbs up. Everything helps, guys. But anyways, yeah, today we're going to be working on this. We're going to be starting with the tank. Like I mentioned in the last video, I was waiting for wheel bearings for the rear wheel. I still am, so this video might take a few weeks to come out, or to make, sorry, but that's all right. But we're going to start with the tank. So as you can see, this tank is pretty, you know what, it's not terrible, but it's sun-beat a bit. It's faded, and if you look really, really closely, it's hard to tell, but it's got like very slight like weather cracking and things like that. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be sanding it. So we're going to start at a heavier grit. I think I'm going to start at 400. I'm going to slowly work my way up to, I think I have 1500 grit. So not going to lie, I've never done this before, but we're going to figure it out. So yeah, let's start with this 400, and maybe every step of the way, every heavier grit of sandpaper I go over it with, I'll do a little update and see what it's looking like. But hopefully we can get this thing looking pretty decent. So let's go. All right, that's the first pass done with 400 grit. So now we're going to move on to 600. Yeah, 600, I believe. So let's do it all again. All right, so did a coat of 400, then 600, and then I realized I screwed up and I should have started. I have 320. There was some stuff in the corners here that was still faded, so I went back to 320, then did 400, then did 600 again, and now I just did 800, and then I did a second coat of 800 with water. We wet sanded it, so we're getting there. Now we're gonna do I thought I bought 1200, but I actually bought 1500 for a finish, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. All right, check this out. It's not perfect, but it is a whole lot better than it was. Much better. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. Guys, this SC1, I don't know if you guys seen this, but this stuff is insane. I put it on lots of my machines and it works very good. Anyways, yeah, that tank turned out pretty good. A lot of sanding, but we got there. Not bad for my first, I guess, tank sanding, refinishing, whatever you want to call this thing here. Not bad. So let's get these little rubber stoppers that sit on the frames, one here and one kind of down here. Let's get those on. Let's get the tank on it and see what it looks like. I'm kind of excited to see what it looks like with the tank on it. It'll look a little more complete then. All right, so we're working on this wheel here, working on changing the wheel bearings. I just thought I'd go over something really quick because I've never seen it before. It's pretty cool. Well, I guess first off, check out these bearings. The other one I already threw out, but the other one was the same. Just totally finished. It won't even spin. I was hoping they were good, right? Considering I paid a ton of money for them, but I guess wheel bearings are a minor detail anyways. But yeah, what I wanted to go over is check this out. I've never seen this before. It actually has a threaded bearing retainer on the one side of the wheel. So originally I had this in place. It just threads in. I originally had this in place and I was trying to bang the bearing out this way. So I was hitting the bearing on this side, which would hit the collar, and the other bearing, I was trying to bang everything out the other way. It wasn't really happening. And I kind of looked at it. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And notice these notches. And yeah, I guess it's removable. And that's where your seal sits too. I have to still push that in further, but cool, just interesting. I thought I'd share that. I've never seen that before. So we're going to get that in. We're going to clean the rim up because this rim needs to be cleaned up as well. And then we'll get it on the bike. I'm pretty excited to see this thing on the ground, finally rolling around on 2 wheels. That'll be pretty sweet. So let's get that done. All right, so the wheel cleaned up pretty good. In the meantime, I've been getting a bunch of parts painted and ready. So we got the brake drum ready to go in. Our chain guide's good to go. We cleaned up the chain adjusters, tension adjusters, and the spacers, things like that. So we're going to get that chain slider put on the swing arm, and we'll get the rear wheel on, we'll get the chain on, and whatever other little parts we can get on today. So I'm going to set up a time lapse, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, check it out. So we got all the cables on, got the rear wheel on, chains, sprockets, everything's all good to go, almost. Got some decals on it too, got the tank decals and the little side panel decals as well. And it is getting super close. We're almost there. So it's probably gonna be it for this video, but just wanted to go over what I got left on it. So what I'm waiting on, I'm still waiting on that carb boot like I mentioned earlier. As soon as that carb boot's in, we can get the carb in, get the filter in, and also waiting on chain rollers. So I don't have any rollers yet. I had one I thought would work and it didn't, it was too big. So there's one that goes here and then there's one that goes in the guide here as well. So we're waiting on chain rollers, carb boot, and honestly, that's it, guys. Next video, this thing is gonna run. And I'm really excited for that. I really want to hear this thing run. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said earlier in the video, I appreciate it. Subscribe. It'll let you know when my next video comes out. And the next video, this thing's going to run. I'll promise that. I won't put the video out until it will run. So we're almost there, guys. So yeah, stay tuned. And thanks for watching. Check out the other videos on this if you haven't seen them. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.